Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Lights. I hope you're doing well. Just want to put a quick little video here together and talk a bit about our Rust server. This is the LightHouse 2X.
Light City, Light City, Light City.
Okay, so the purpose of today is to give you a very high-level overview of our Rust server, what to expect when you join, and to get a feel for it, to see if this is something you want to play on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the very kind of high-level point of view of what to expect on the server. I'm going to try and put these on the screen, but to be honest, I'm not that good at video editing, so we'll see what happens. This is a trio server, so that means you can not have any more than 3 people on your team, and that is something that we take a look at very, very closely. We simply just don't want any big zergs on the server when our population is at where it's at right now. Next thing you can expect is very active admins. So you've got 2 core admins, you've got Bear, and you've got myself. I am a playing admin, but I don't have any powers on my account. I'm really just there when I'm streaming. It's a nice little server for me to play on. Bear, from the other end, he's the guy who puts everything together. So he's the guy that codes it. He's the guy that's able to make changes. So that's going to be a good look, high-level look at your 2 admins. Moving on, we also have our own custom plugins. A couple of key plugins that you can expect, things like /TP, /bgrade, items like that. But there's also been some custom plugins that Bear has been able to put together for the server. Next thing I'm going to jump into is our community voted changes. So on top of just regular edits that we think might be a good fit for the server, we also run polls in our Discord. Discord will be down below in the description. But essentially, I take a lot of inspiration from old school RuneScape, where essentially when they have a new change they want to implement to the game, they'll submit a poll. If the poll gets more than 75%, like the majority of votes, then we'll implement that change. So that's been really good. With this voting system, we've been able to change map size. We've been able to do things like put helis back on the road, as that was something that people really wanted, and a bunch of other things. Now, going back into what we talked about with the map size, our map is very, very small. You're looking at about 2,300 if you're familiar with map sizes in Rust. The idea here is it's not super tiny where we're all on top of each other, but it's at a perfect size to match the majority of the population we get, right? So on average, we have X amount of players. We want to scale the map size to meet that requirement. That way you're not walking out of your base, getting instant headshot from a roof camper, but you're also not on this massive world where you're not going to run into anybody. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to jump into is there is 0 pay to win. That means there is no donation kits. There's no sort of special kits to begin with. Again, this is a vanilla-like server with some quality of life changes. I am able to keep the server up and running through what I do on Twitch. I'm very fortunate about that I'm able to make a little bit of money on Twitch, and for that I put that money directly into the server. So there is no donations, there's nothing. You cannot spend money on this server to get an advantage. Now, something that I've been very excited about, and something that I'm to be quite frank, proud about, is the events that we are doing on this server. These events are like no other. What I notice is a lot of Rust servers will talk about these different events that they want to run. We actually run events, and they are a kick, man. People love these things. So the first event we did was a community painting event, where essentially, people were given a prompt, they had to paint something, and then I would vote on my favorite painting. The next community event that we did was an in-game Jeopardy. So essentially what we did is we put a bunch of people in groups of 2, and then from there we went down. We had a full Jeopardy board. Maybe I'll throw something on the screen here so you can see what it looked like. But essentially, it was a hit, man. Now, what's really great about these events is you don't require skill. You don't need to have any sort of anything, really. You could just show up naked and enjoy yourself. The benefit, or the winners for these events, actually receive in-game titles. And sometimes, depending, like with the painting one, we gave the winners a slash painting kit, where it literally just comes with a bunch of signs, right? So these are not game breaking. These are non-PvP zones. They don't require skill, and it's just meant to be something that's fun. You'll be able to see a couple of those events on the YouTube channel here. Now, the last thing I'm going to really highlight here is the community on the server. For those that are familiar with me on Twitch, you'll know that I'm a very big proponent of positivity, no discrimination, no racism, stuff like that. We're really trying to bring something different to the Rust community. I know a lot of servers will say that they're doing things like this, but this is something that I take to heart. This is something that I enforce heavily, and it's something that we have banned people for. We're not looking to be your parent. We're not looking to police what you say on the server. We just want to make sure that everyone's having a good time and that nobody's being disrespectful to others and forcing other players who might be new to the game, or simply maybe they don't like to PvP. Maybe they prefer to build. Honestly, that's kind of how I play. Give those guys an opportunity where, yeah, you could shoot them on sight if you see them, but let's not be toxic to that player afterwards. So we're really trying to bring something different here. It's been extremely successful. Very rarely is there any sort of toxicity happening on the server, and usually if there is, I'm able to get in there, shut it down. And if this is a new person who is really just there to cause shit, we just get them out, man. We don't need troll. Again, I'm not here to police people, but I just want to make sure that everyone in the server is having a good time. Whether you're like a PvP Chad, or if you're like a guy with 2 hours. So if I could, really kind of summarize this, this is a passion project for myself and Bear. Man, we put this together out of frustration. To be quite honest, we did a lot of server jumping before we made this server. Could never find our home, could never find that server that, we always wanted to be there, always wanted to make sure we were there on wipe day. To be honest, every week we were changing servers. It started as a joke one day. We basically said, like, we should just build our own server. When we realized that, this is something we actually could do, we went for it. So we've been growing steadily. I am just so proud to be part of this project. I really think that one day this is gonna be massive based on the feedback that we've gotten. Already just blowing my expectations out of the water. So now what else is coming? So we do have a couple test servers. We do have other mods and stuff that Bear is building on the side. I am excited about those. We will also probably eventually be launching a secondary server that will be a bit bolt-on from these test servers that Bear has been working together with myself on. Super excited with the things that he's putting together, and to be quite honest, I think you guys will enjoy it too. So stay tuned. Currently we're looking at the LightHouse 2X, but I think very soon you're going to be seeing the LightHouse network as we expand into Rust, and we try to provide new things to the community. So if you like what you hear, would love to have you join us. I'm going to put the information down below. I'll put my Twitch, I'll put my Discord. That's where you'll find more details. You'll see me streaming on the server. Would love to have you come by and just check it out, give us some feedback, if anything. Really do appreciate that. If you like what you see here, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subs, just for the fact that I can change my URL here on YouTube, as it is some freaking mess right now. So once I get to 100 subs, I'm able to increase or change the channel URL, which is super exciting. So appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you coming to the stream. If you are here from this Twitch stream, and if you're just checking out the server, man, I hope this provided some value to you, and gave you a clear idea if you wanted to play on the LightHouse. Thank you, and until next time, see you.
Light City.